Okay, let's see where we are. I think we are at part 9. Am I reading that right? Yeah, part 8 is the one I haven't posted yet, but I recorded. Okay, so, why women in the book? Author's comments, part 8. Christy, my daughter, already finished the pipe, Christy, so this shouldn't be as long, hopefully. We'll see. For all you little fuckers with short attention spans. I still gotta drink that fucking coffee, though, man. Okay. So, the book. Why? Why is everything turning to shit? It's a 300-plus page book, but it's not really a long or complicated answer. Here's why everything's turning to shit in general, man-woman relationships in particular. Short answer, one-word answer, progress. You're a hominid, you go through millions of years of evolution, eventually, 250,000 years ago, you get that combination relatively right, and now you're a Homo sapien. So, you're pretty righteous, you're getting smarter by the minute, you're living in small clans, working your way across Africa, up through the Middle East, out into the Ukraine. You go north, you go west along the coast, you make it all the way to Australia. Well, okay, for most of this time, for about 240,000 years, you're a hunter and gatherer. Well, that's an easy job. Men have bigger muscle mass, and they're more aggressive, a little quicker reflexes. So, you're going to be hunting. Women, better, more lower body strength. If you've ever had your head between a woman's legs, those thighs, you got to watch those thighs. Pretty strong. So, you're going to be digging the fucking roots and collecting the vegetables. That's not to be mean or to, fuck you, screw you. That's because you're good at that. You're good at that. And you got really, you're really good at focusing at very, small, not very creative tasks. So, you're there with your little root stick and you're digging the roots. You're naturally more nurturing than the guys who are out fucking killing animals and cutting them up and dragging their carcasses back to the camp. So you take care of the fucking babies because, it makes sense. Why have these big, powerful, large-muscled, highly aggressive men take care of the fucking babies when you got the fucking mommies to take care of the babies? Even better, the fucking mommies are out digging roots and collecting vegetables. The adolescent girls who aren't fertile yet, they've got nothing else to do. This is before all I want to do is have some fun. I got a feeling I'm not the only one. This is long before that bullshit. And so, if you're a non-fertile, non-breeding female, you're not bored. You're not suicidal. You're not depressed. You're looking for a fucking job. Everybody else has a fucking job. Little boys are learning how to be hunters. The little girls are learning how to be, gatherers. So what's your fucking job? Your fucking job is going to be raising the kiddies. And that's a natural, organic way to live. And people are living really good. If you're a guy and you're a little too aggressive, you're a little fucking crazy, you're not a team player. Well, on the next hunt, they let you take the lead. They put you out in front and they get you killed. You're out of the gene pool. You don't reproduce. You don't pass those genes on, those defective genes. You're a woman. You're subject to depression. How come I can't have a bigger cave? Well, next time we break camp, we just let you sleep in. And when you wake up, everybody's gone. So you're out of the gene pool. You don't have a therapist in a hunter and gatherer society. You don't have fat people. You don't have Mickey D's, I'm loving it, yo. You don't have any of that fucking shit. You're working really hard from the time you wake up until the time you go to sleep to get enough calories so that you don't die in your sleep of starvation. Now, man, in that environment, in that universe, people are pretty lean and mean. Well, they're very loving too, and alive. Are you fucking kidding me? They're alive. They even if you die, of trauma before you're 30, or if you die of old age before you're 40, man, you lived every fucking minute of those 30, 40 years. If you're born and tragically as a child, you're eaten by a saber-toothed tiger when you're 10 or 5 or 3. In those 3, 5, 10 years, you lived more life than a typical fucking American lives if they live to be 95 years old. Sitting in front of the tube, what's on tonight, honey? Get me another beer. Those fuckers, you're dead now. If you're living in this culture now, unless you're like me and a handful of people, you're already fucking dead. If you're lucky, maybe, you'll live 10, 30 minutes your whole life. You'll be at an intersection, the light turns green, you jump off the line, and some fucking mommy talking on the cell phone, changing her tampon, feeding her child in the front seat, runs the red light, T-bones you. Well, in that fraction of a second before you die, before she kills you, you're living the way your ancestors, your fellow Homo sapiens, lived for 240,000 years. Okay, so how does it turn to shit? Well, the way it turns to shit is some fucking genius in the Middle East comes up with agriculture. Hey, look, rather than hunting and gathering, why don't we just grow the shit right here? We'll grow, instead of harvesting really aggressive, diverse, functional plants, we'll breed stupid plants. And their only job will be to produce food for us. And animals are delicious. Why hunt down lean, intelligent herd animals when we can breed fat, stupid herd animals? They'll be so fucking stupid that when you want some bacon, you just send little Hakeem out in the backyard with a knife, and you tell Hakeem to walk up to one of those fat, stupid pigs and put that knife under the pig's throat. The pig will be going, waiting for some fucking food. You pick it up by the snout and you slit its throat. You drain the blood out, if you're following the Hebrew, dietary rules. and then you cut that bad boy up and you're fucking eating pork for days. Everybody in the town is eating pork, or in the tribe, in the clan. Okay, so now you got agriculture. Well, as soon as you have agriculture, you start having fucking rich people, because everybody doesn't have to work now. And so the people that invented agriculture, and their descendants, they're the ruling class now, because, hey, we invented agriculture. Well, we didn't, but great-great-great-great-great-grandpa invented agriculture, so you're going to fucking work for me now, out in the fields. Okay, so now, you're generating a little surplus. So, we're going to have spiritual leaders who aren't going to do a fucking thing. They're going to tell you what God wants you to do. And what God wants you to do, interestingly enough, is he wants you to serve the fucking rich people. Okay, so that's pretty fucked up, and things are starting to get kind of bad. Then the Middle East turns into a fucking desert. Uh-oh. So, anyway, the shit hits the fan. Now you really need the guys, so the women don't get to vote anymore. No women on the council, because you need the bigger muscle mass of guys. You need our innate violence, because you got to kill the fuckers over the hill before they come and take your shit. So now the men are in charge, and all of a sudden, no goddesses, no woman, feminine force created the universe. No, a guy with a big dick created the universe. Really? Who did he fuck to create the universe? Never mind, you're thinking about it, you're overthinking it. Okay, so now you got fucking bullshit religion, you got fucking rich people. Well, that things get pretty bad pretty fast, but it's still not horrible. Men are still men, women are still women. Then some fucking genius in Europe invents the Industrial Revolution. Now you're fucked. Because at least when you're farming, you can see the food. You're holding the goddamn food in your hand. The food that you eat, even if you didn't grow it, you know the guy who grew it. He's your neighbor. So you traded him, you fashioned some sandals, and you traded him the sandals for some food. So you're still functional. You know what a sandal is. You know how to make a sandal. You don't know how to grow food, but your neighbor knows how to grow food. It's all good. You're not looking at naked pictures of his wife on the internet. There's no internet. Maybe you get a peek at his naked wife. Maybe you watch him fucking her, but, you know, you can fuck your own wife, so you're not thinking, oh, God, I got to have that. You know, no Cindy Crawford's, you know, selling Coca-Cola with sex. So things are still okay. They're getting a little fucked up. You got the fucking rich people now and the fucking ruling class and the fucking religious fanatic nuts telling you what God wants you to do, which is, you know, serve the rich people. But once you have the Industrial Revolution, you're totally fucked. Now, instead of like making a sandal and trading it for food, you work in my factory for a nickel a day and you make 1,000 sandals. They're not as beautiful or as functional, or they don't last as long as that handcrafted sandal. But I can sell that sandal for $1. And and you have money now. So you don't even know what the fuck the fruits of your labor are. As your owner boss, I'm ripping you off every fucking minute. I'm stealing your labor to make me filthy rich. So that's how it got fucked up. Now, how do we fix it? Well, yeah, you know what I'm going to say. We destroy capitalism. That's how we fix it. But that's a different book. I didn't write that book. I end this book, you know, by giving you the solution. Now, as soon as we destroy capitalism, you know, do man-woman problems go away? No, they don't, because we still have modern culture, corrosive, evil, soul-crushing modern culture. Even in socialist countries, I bet dating is a problem. So we're going to have to work that. I think we do it together, the men and the women. We sit down, we figure out what the fuck do we really need. Forget about what we want. You know, we want to be rich. If we're a guy, we want you to suck our dick every minute. If you're a woman, we want you to marry us and be faithful forever. Fuck that. That ain't going to happen, okay? Guys, you're not going to get a blowjob every day, whether you marry the bitch or not. Ladies, you know, marriage is bullshit. Marriage was invented, you know, about the time agriculture was invented, because, you know, men needed to keep track of all their possessions. Now they're owning shit. Hunters and gatherers, you don't need to be married. Fuck. You know, you get tired of fucking your chick, you fuck the chick right next to her. She's laying right there naked, just like your chick, so you just stick your dick in her. But, you know, men now, around 10,000 years ago, they want to start labeling everything, so they invent wife. Now, are they faithful? Fuck no. But the women, they tell the women, oh, God says you should be faithful. And God says you don't like sex. Well, they say that because they know women are the ones that can have 10 orgasms. Women are the ones that can have sex with 20 guys if they want to in the course of a week or a day if they're really energetic. And you don't want that, because then you got to raise these fucking kids and bring them food, and you don't know who's fucking dad who's their dad. It might be you. It might be your best friend. So marriage was a bogus invention so that other possession, that really valuable possession, the woman I own, could be labeled. So ladies, you know, fuck marriage. That's your dream, really. You know, waiting for Prince Charming. You know, in Europe, you know what princes? If you were a serf, you had a better chance of being killed by a prince. You know, run over by his horse when he's mindlessly riding around, so everybody can see how rich he is. Or you know, if you're really lucky, that prince might jump off that horse and rape you. You know, and then you can tell all your friends, this baby is the prince's baby. Baby's still not going to grow up to be a prince. No. It's, you know, fair Lady Guinevere. Her baby grows up to be a prince, not your little bastard baby. In fact, that prince might send somebody to kill that kid when it gets a little older, just to make sure you don't make a claim on his birthright, because God, you know, appointed him to be a filthy rich fucking prince. Till the Reformation, when Martin Luther, you know, tells people, he was a crazy Catholic monk, when he figures out, you know, this Catholic Church is fucking bullshit. Well, the serfs, when they heard that, they were like, well, if the church lied about God, maybe they lied about God picking the princes. Why don't we, you know, there's a lot of serfs here and there's only one prince. Why don't we drag that fucker out of his castle and slaughter him? So that's what they did. If you're a Protestant, look at that word closely. That word is really Protestant. And they were protesting the filthy, rich, immoral Catholic Church first. Then they started slaughtering the princes. And that's when Martin Luther said, whoa, I didn't mean for that to happen. I just wanted a better job as a priest. I didn't want you to kill the princes. They're paying my salary. Too late. Oops, too late. So, that was the beginning of something good. We started killing the rich people. And that's a solution, it turns out. Okay, enough. Crazy, socialist, communist rhetoric shit. Joseph Stalin, wow. Google him. He's a horrible, terrible tyrant leader of Russia. But his quote, translated roughly, why tax the rich when I can kill them? You gotta love that. Barack, are you listening? Barack Hussein Obama, why tax the rich when I can kill them? Don't kill them, just fucking tax them. I'll be happy, man. Okay, that's enough. This is getting a little polemic. Oh, the book is called A Memoir in Whimsical Polemic, so I guess I'm okay. Kiddies, that polemic, that means it talks about politics. I know, I'm sorry, I know you don't like politics. Well, dumbass, you better start liking politics, because these fucking Republicans, they don't just hate your gay friends. They hate you. They're not going to let you become rich. Don't believe that rhetoric, that fucking Ron Paul bullshit. We just want to let everybody become rich. Mitt Romney, are you fucking kidding me? He wants to offshore your job and throw you out of work. Or, get you to work for what Jesus, after it dries off, after swimming across the Rio Grande with his kid on his back and, with his wife in tow. Jesus will do your job, for a nickel an hour. So Mitt wants to replace you with Jesus. Or some third world country, person who is willing to work for a bowl of rice a day. So you don't want to not care about politics. You want to vote this November. Get all your friends to vote. Tell them to put down their cell phones, stop fucking texting just for about an hour, and go fucking vote for Barack Hussein Obama and every Democrat at every level. Because even a Republican dog catcher is still going to catch dogs in a fucked up Republican kind of way. So you don't even want Republicans as dog catchers. You want Democrats who will catch those dogs compassionately and for the common good, not for the filthy rich and the corporations. All right, kiddies, you have a good life. Oh, look at that. There's the cover of the book. Check that out. How timely. Oh, look at the warning. Look at the warning, kiddies. That's a, let's see what that says. Liability waiver. Read at your own risk. Yeah, because if you read that, you could get insights, and boy, we sure don't want you thinking.